Hello, everybody. How's it going? Did you have a nice Halloween? Yeah. This is Brad, and this is the Bad Show. And unfortunately, last week I was not able to do the Bad Show like I wanted to. Had some things going on, having to do some work and stuff. So, show didn't get to happen. I know you're just devastated by that, but but yeah, so this week the goal is to kind of make up for that and all the things I was going to talk about last week. I talk about this week because, as far as I've seen, there's not really been too much more to add to that in the last week, at least that I've been paying attention to. But man, I'm not claiming to be the key source of all the hottest news from gaming. So this is just my opinion, basically, on things that I care about. But anyway. Also, did not get to do this week's Watch and Talk, unfortunately. But that one is ready. It will drop next week for sure. And hopefully I can get some more in the bank that I can get uploaded and they'll be just ready to go so that I don't run into that problem again. But yeah, it's the holiday season. What can you say? People are just naturally more busy this time of year. But anyway, let's jump right into things because there's a lot going on in Fortnite right now. Particularly this here was a big story that I wanted to talk about. This comes from Twitter, from the account iFireMonkey, I believe, who is an account that regularly discusses like leaks and stuff. So you could go check them out. But this apparently is from if I say and anymore, my head is gonna explode. This was a well, let me just read it. This information came from a source who contacted me. At first, I didn't pay much attention to it, but I managed to verify the Zoom call did happen, as recently Jeff has been doing multiple Zoom calls between fans and people like Phil Spencer, Donald Mustard. So here's the key points to take away from this Zoom call that went down between these people. There will be an announcement at the Game Awards for Fortnite. The Game Awards take place on December 10th. So I don't know what to make of this specifically. I don't know. I think as of right now, season 4 for Chapter 2 that we're in right now, the Marvel season, the Nexus War, should end at the end of the month. If I remember reading it right, I think that's the last day. November 30th is the last day. I think that is set in game for you to do the challenges to get all of the skins and whatnot from the Battle Pass. So, could this be a big reveal for the next chapter? Could be, but this would seem to take place after the chapter will have already started. So I'm guessing there's going to be some kind of I'm guessing this is going to be some sort of collaboration. That's just something that sticks out in my mind, unless of course the new season gets delayed and then it lines up with this December 10th announcement. But that's a little bit over a month away. That's still something that we were gonna have to wait for, and I don't want to say for sure because it could be anything really, but maybe it's got something to do with this last bullet point that I'm going to talk about in a little bit. But anyway, the next one says a new recording session with Troy Baker took place. For those who don't know, Troy Baker voiced John Jones in the Device event. So, of course, I know Troy Baker is. I'm sure anybody who watches me on this channel knows who Troy Baker is. That would indicate we've got something. I would assume old Jonesy's coming back. And I suspect somebody else might be coming back as well, because we had characters everywhere as of late, which is odd considering he's supposed to be dead. But anyway, big event coming up, man. The big talk is that, which is the next bullet point, this season's event is the biggest event they've ever done, and it will change the future of Fortnite. Now, Who knows what that means? Who has any idea what that could possibly mean? I've seen some theories go out there, but they're all just, complete shots in the dark. So we won't know until it happens. But yeah, I mean, I could imagine a fight with Galactus, the eater of worlds, the eater of planets. I'd imagine it would change a game forever. But, we'll find out soon enough. I think the end of the month is when we're going to get that. And finally, the bullet point here that I think could potentially be linked to this announcement at the Game Awards. When asked about getting Fortnite into the Smash Brothers universe, Smash Bros., Donald Mustard simply stated he can't comment about it. Now that, of course, is like, legal speak for sometimes like where we don't want to say anything. We can't legally say anything, so we're just not we don't have anything to add. Or, we're not going to confirm or deny anything. So traditionally, as we've seen recently with, the development team behind No More Heroes, when asked about Travis Touchdown getting into Smash Brothers, the answer was given no comment. And then, lo and behold, a Travis skin was added to Smash. Now, people were disappointed by that, but again, this is the same situation where somebody's asked, do you think this character will end up in Smash? And the people in charge say, we can't talk about it. Now, of course, that could also, as we all know, could mean there's nothing there. But I think, like I just said, concerning Travis, there could be something there. And maybe it would just be me costumes for like Peely or the Cuddle Team leader or whoever. But as big of a game as Fortnite is, I can't imagine them not making their case that they deserve to have fully playable characters and a map and various music tracks from the game added to Smash Brothers. I mean, yes, Fortnite is a game about guns, but at this point, look how many characters in Smash have guns already. Joker straight up has a gun, a pistol. Bayonetta has her magic pistols. I mean, and even though he's not using a quote gun per se, the fact that they've got Solid Snake in there, you kind of there's no point in fighting it anymore. Fortnite already is incredibly popular with kids, even though it's a teen-rated game. It doesn't matter. Like, that's where it is. And even the fact that like Bayonetta in a mature rated game and Solid Snake and Persona, these mature rated games that kids shouldn't be playing are represented within a kids game. There's no reason not to have Fortnite in there. But and I've since changed my opinion on that as far as like I do want to see Fortnite added to Smash because they do. The same reason I want to see Sora from Kingdom Hearts in Smash is because these games that are about multiverses and worlds interacting with each other when they shouldn't be, or they normally wouldn't, that is appealing. Crossovers will always appeal, and when you have multiple crossover universes intersecting with each other, it just makes for a big spectacle, and it lets people's the canon in people's head canons go crazy. So, I mean, think about it. In Fortnite, you can play as like Captain America and Batman and John Wick and all this. All these different characters. Galactus is coming in, that shouldn't be there. Well, then what happens if Fortnite makes it into Smash? So then, canonically, you could say that Captain America, Galactus, John Wick, Star Wars, Mario, Zelda, Pikachu, all these characters in games, Pokemon, they're all connected. And they're all canon with in their own way. So I just think it's fun to do stuff like that. But I guess we'll find out soon enough. But let's move on from this leak here. Like I said, go check out iFireMonkey on Twitter, because that's where this information here came from. Including this specific image that I used. So now we got some new skins that are coming out that we, some of which we knew about, some we didn't. One that I'm not personally that interested in. But it still looks really cool. Is the Lachlan skin? Of course, big Fortnite player Lachlan is getting his own skin in the game, um, just like I believe Loser Fruit and Ninja did. Um, so I don't know what the requirements are for a Fortnite player to be good enough that they can have their likeness, you know, included in the game. But good for him that he was able to do this, and good for his supporters who will definitely want this skin to support him. Uh, I've seen a handful of ninja skins in the game, a few loser fruit skins in the game when I've played over the last several months this year. So I figure this one, especially the color, he's got this silvery black and white with the yellow in his hair and all. I think it's a good color scheme, and it will probably be very popular. You can get it early, I guess, or maybe I don't know if you just get it early or if this is the only way to get it. I can't remember, but the Pickaxe Frenzy is the tournament you have to play, and apparently it's a very very special tournament where it seems like from what I read, the only way to do damage is with a pickaxe, and you can dance to recover your health and stuff like that. So this is a very very unique tournament for people to be in. It's a trios tournament though. So, yeah, won't be participating in that. But hey, like I said, congratulations to him. Definitely not an easy feat, I would assume, to be deemed, to have that massive following enough to justify having your likeness put in the game. So that's my new goal. My new goal is to just first to get good, and then to have them put my likeness in this game. I imagine it will take me about 20 years to get to that point. So I'll be an old man. You'll be rocking the old Brad skin in Fortnite in 20 years from now. It's sure to happen. Yeah. But anyway, let's move on from him. Let's move on from old Lachlan here and talk about a skin that I actually do want and I'm interested in, like personally. Like I said, nothing against Lachlan at all. I'm just not. I'm more interested in the big character skins, which is why I'm really excited about Ghost Rider showing up. I kind of figured they were going to throw this out there at Halloween, considering it's Ghost Rider. He's got a flaming skull for a head. I mean, but nope. Looks like we're getting him just after Halloween. The tournament for him, I believe, is already gone. It says November 4th here. If you place high enough, you get the skin for free. I imagine that someday soon. I'm recording this Friday, just after dinner. I imagine he might show up in this the item shop tomorrow, possibly Saturday. Looking at Saturday, I say tomorrow. You'll be watching this Saturday evening. He might be in the shop by the time that this drops. So I think that was the way it was last time with the Daredevil skin. It was like 3 days later you could buy the skin. So I'm looking forward to this. His glider is really cool. It's of course his iconic, flaming motorcycle. He actually does sit on the motorcycle and then ride it like you would expect him to. But then he stands up on the seat and surfs in on it. So it's kind of weak. I saw some people complaining that they wished he would be sitting on it, but that would require them to make a completely new gliding animation. So I get it. They don't want to have to do that, and that's fine. It's enough for me. I mean, the glider itself is cool on its own. So it is what it is. But yeah, really looking forward to this. And again, another character from Marvel vs. Capcom 3 joining the roster. That's music I can use for a 5 minutes of Fortnite video. But yeah, really, really cool. And again, I liked Fortnitemares this year with the ghosts and everything. Next year, I will probably be using a lot of this skin for their next Fortnitemares. So that's something to look forward to next year. And then some news on the big Last Laugh pack that is coming out this month. I believe the date is November 17th. With this pack here that includes the Joker, Poison Ivy, and Midas Rex. So we've gotten in-game footage, leak, I don't know what you would technically call it, but you can actually see how these skins will animate in the game and how they look and their back blings and all that stuff. And these are really cool. This is a really cool pack. Now, although I will say that I thought I remember seeing that the pack would be $15 in the item shop, and then once this stuff came out, it looked like people were saying the price was $30. I hope it's 15 over 30, but even if it is 30, these are some really good skins. Joker has I won't go into the detail of like the pickaxes and the back bling and all that, but Joker has 3 versions of himself. The one you see here is the middle version, but he's got a version with this purple jacket, which you can see in this image, and a purple hat. Then there's this version here, the jacket without the hat, and then there's a version without the jacket and without the hat. So, personally, I think the one that's on this image here looks the best. It looks more like the traditional Joker I'm used to seeing, like one that's more close to the animated series Joker. Not that this one particularly looks like that version of the Joker. I mean, that Joker has always been sort of clowny looking and goofy looking. This is definitely more along the lines of a sinister Joker. I think I saw somebody say that this Joker looks like he may have been inspired by The Killing Joke. So that's interesting. Again, I was talking about Fortnite being in Smash and all these mature characters. The Killing Joke film that was released not that long ago. I say not that long ago. I think it's been a few years now. As a rated R film, even if it's animated. So again, that's an interesting decision to make. Poison Ivy has 2 different versions. One, they're basically the same, only the difference is her skin tone. You either get a normal human-looking skin tone or you get the green skin tone, which you have probably seen more recently. That seems to be more popular. They seem to be doing more with the green skin Poison Ivy lately, because like in the animated series, of course, I go back to that because that's the version that most people seem to agree is the best Batman version, even amongst the comic books. In that version, she has the normal human skin tone. She's got a regular skin tone. But in recently, with the Harley Quinn cartoon, she's got green skin. So that makes it hard for me to sort of choose which one I would prefer out of those 2, because I think they both look good for their version of the character. It's hard to choose one over the other. Although I think that the green skin with the red hair just simply looks a little better. I don't know. But I guess maybe it would depend on how, like I said, I'm used to seeing the Joker without a hat and with the big jacket. So I just gravitate to that one naturally. But the strange thing, again, is I'm so used now, I think, to seeing Poison Ivy with green skin that I think I prefer that one. But it's very hard to choose between those 2. Either way, though, they're both great skins. And both versions of the Poison Ivy skin are great. And then this is a weird one to discuss because he's not a DC character. Not a Batman character. Midas is back again. His surprise return in Fortnitemares as a ghost, as a member of the undead. That was surprising. And now he's back again in this sort of robotic knight armor that comes with a helmet. There's 2 versions of this skin. One where he's without the helmet and one with the helmet. And it's a very cool looking skin. But again, I have to ask, why so much love for Midas all of a sudden? And that leads me to believe that they want you to remember Midas. Because remember, Midas was the tier 100 skin in the last season. or the season before last, season 2 for chapter 2. Season 3 opens up with a shark eating Midas. So he is dead. Season 4, we're sitting here, we just got through where there was a ritual to resurrect him at the agency, where his golden throne was floating in midair during Fort Nightmares, and he was back. Now, here Midas is again. So what is up with Midas? He's clearly a very important character. They don't want you to forget he's out there. They're clearly not done with him, in my opinion, at least story-wise. So maybe Midas's ghostly appearance in Fort Nightmares was just the beginning of the ritual. Maybe now he is back. Remember, people pointed out that his golden throne is no longer there. His golden throne, golden chair, whatever you call it, is no longer at the agency. It is gone. So has Midas relocated? Is he now no longer just a spirit wandering the earth aimlessly? Maybe he has been completely revived. Maybe that's something that's happening off screen in the story. So we will find out about that. Either way, these skins look great. This is a great pack. I can't wait to get it. So now we'll move on from Fortnite talk, because I've been talking about it for a long time. Again, this show is probably going to run long. This came across my Twitter timeline, and I think it's a mobile game. Disney Star Smash. What got me here is it is a completely... it was a trailer for this that was 100% animated in an anime style, which features a bunch of anime characters wearing clothing that's very similar to Kingdom Hearts characters. They look very much like the clothes you see Kairi and Riku and Sora wearing in the game. And the thing that is really appealing is that the animation in the trailer is incredibly great. But you get to see anime versions, legit anime versions of characters like Hercules, characters like Ariel, and Aladdin, and Peter Pan. And that is some cool stuff. Like, as you can see in this picture here, there's Mickey, which it would be wrong to make an anime version of Mickey. His design is just so iconic, I don't think people would actually like that. So, of course, Mickey looks like his usual self, which there's nothing wrong with that. That's how Kingdom Hearts works. But it is interesting, though, that you can see like if you go find this trailer on YouTube or on Twitter or wherever, it's interesting to see those artistic takes, to see, you know, if these Disney characters were drawn in an anime style, the human ones, what would they look like? And so that only makes me kind of want a Kingdom Hearts anime to be a thing. Now, I wouldn't want it to like, I would want them to stick more to what they do with the games, where the characters that are clearly like the anime influenced characters, the Final Fantasy characters, all retain their anime-ness, for lack of a better word, but then the Disney characters all retain their likenesses. You know, there's, you know, Hercules shows up in Kingdom Hearts. He looks like Hercules from the film, not anime Hercules. So this is an interesting look at that kind of stuff, and it's cool. But I would rather them keep the character designs the same, sort of like what they did with the Lilo and Stitch anime, where Stitch befriends some other girl. I don't know much about that. I think it did get dubbed, though. It just was never released here. It never aired in the U.S. But so there's a Stitch anime out there, where I believe Stitch has befriended somebody other than Lilo. Now, I don't know if this is... I assume this would still be set in Hawaii, so I don't know. I'd have to look more into the Stitch anime, because this just popped back into my head as I'm talking about this, staring at this image here of Mickey Mouse hanging out with Animu characters. So, anyway, at the very least, this is supposed to be like some sort of mobile game that I think is actually based on tennis, which, if you want to believe that insanity, so I probably won't be playing this game. I don't even know if it's available in English, to be honest with you. I just saw the trailer and thought it was something worth talking about, something worth looking into. But, yeah. There it is. So what's next? What we got down this list? games with gold for Xbox. Now I've been trying to keep up with this all year to get some good games, and I've gotten some free games that I am looking forward to playing, some of which I'm playing now. I actually just played some of Shantae, the half GD Hero, yesterday for the channel. But there have been some good free games come out with games with gold, and it's this stuff like this where the companies are giving you free games. Now you don't know which ones, you never know which ones you'll get. And it's only like 3 or 4 every month, but still that's something, and you should appreciate it when you get it. In this case here, I've already have downloaded Origami. This looks like a really cool game. I plan on playing it for the channel. What's the other one here? Oh God, I can't even see it. Let me pull up this image. I have forgotten the name of the game as I'm sitting here looking at it. Swim Sanity. Yeah. I actually do think that looks kind of like a cool game, an interesting game. I would play that. Now, the military game, this old Xbox game, I don't know if I'm going to claim it or not because I need to look into it. I've never really cared much for military games. Same with this Lego Indiana Jones. I've heard the Lego games are actually fun and interesting, but again, and that's nothing against particular like either of these games. They just don't interest me. So, I don't know. Maybe I should claim them because they are free. Hey, they're offering a free game. Claim it anyway. Maybe one day you'll play it. So, I'll figure something out there. But yeah, I definitely got the first game here. And when this one comes, when Swim Sanity comes out for free, what is that, the 16th, I think, of November, I will probably get that one too. Because it's a cute looking little game. So, just throwing this out there for people who, are like me and you like when you see a good deal and the occasional free game. Like I said, I got Rise of the Tomb Raider for free, and there was another some sort of spin-off Tomb Raider game that was free on Steam, and then there was some little indie game that was free on Steam. But then the one that really surprised me was they offered the first Injustice game was free. And then just recently, I actually just remember this, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, free. I mean, I imagine most gamers have probably played and beaten Sonic the Hedgehog a million times at this point, but you never know who hasn't gotten a chance to play some of these old games. And you never know who, people like me, who love to go back to old games. So free games, stuff like that, always try to take advantage of that when you can, because they don't have to do that. That's not me, sitting back and going, oh, these game companies are just the best in the world. Oh, they love their customers so much. That's not me doing that. It's just saying, when something is being done for you like that, that they don't really have to do, be appreciative of it for what it is. It's a free game, a few free games. You're not going to get, if you put a list of all the games you want to play and say, I will only get these for free, you're not going to get the majority of them. You're going to have to buy some of these. So, it is what it is. I like this feature here, the games with gold, and I just wanted to share these with you guys in case some of you might be interested. Next up, there was a big Nintendo Direct. I say big Nintendo Direct. It was big for what it presented, but it was a mini Direct, a partner showcase. This is the last one for this year, they said. So, don't expect another one of these this month or next month. I imagine we probably won't get another Direct at all the rest of the year, to be honest. Because I think Nintendo has their holiday lineup set, and they're satisfied with it. And I can understand why they would do that. They've got some good games coming out. So let's jump right into this with the things that I am the most interested in out of all this stuff. And that is, first and foremost, Immortals Phoenix Rising will be coming to the Switch. Again, this is a game that when I saw it at first, I was like, this looks like a lot of fun. And somehow Google Stadia managed to get an exclusive demo of the game I don't know how, but I do want to play this game. And if it's on the Switch, on the Xbox, whichever one, which I have. But I'm glad to see this game is going to be on the Switch for people who maybe only have a Switch. They don't have an Xbox too. They don't, or they don't have a PlayStation or whatever. And the thing with me is, for physical games, I have a Switch. For digital games, I have an Xbox. I don't have a PS4. I haven't had a PlayStation since the PS2. So, I can't even remember. Like, I got my Xbox I got for like cheap last Christmas. I can't remember what it cost, but it was a good deal, and it came with stuff for Minecraft and Fortnite and Sea of Thieves. So it was a good deal. A nice little Xbox One S. I am very happy I bought this. So just gotta keep adding good games to it. That's all. So yeah, I'm glad to see this coming to the Switch. There was more information out there about Age of Calamity. There's a demo out there now for Age of Calamity that will carry over to the full game when you buy the full game. I can't remember when the full game is supposed to be out. I believe maybe November 10th. I think. Don't hold me to that. That's something just off the top of my head. I don't know if I'm going to get the demo because more than likely it's Hyrule Warriors. I love the first Hyrule Warriors. And I do want to get... I haven't gotten the deluxe edition for the Switch for the original one yet. Hoping to get that and play that for you guys too. My plan is to, after the start of the new year, I want to start playing Breath of the Wild for the channel. And, in preparation for the sequel game to come out. And then maybe I'll play Age of Calamity at some point. Because I'm not in a rush to play these games. I want to play what I feel like, whatever I'm in the mood to play. So, because I don't want to force myself to do anything on this on my channel that, I don't want to follow trends. I want to do what I want to do and do it the way I want to do it. So, and if that works for me, it works for me. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's the same reason why I keep making Fortnite videos. Most of my Fortnite videos don't really get much attention. Some of them do. Most of my videos in general don't get much attention, but I still want to keep making them. But anyway, so if you're interested in Age of Calamity, go get the demo. And just throwing this out there, Pikmin 3 Deluxe, there's a demo out for that too. Not going to put up an image for that because that's all we got for that. And anyway, now the big other news that I'm going to finish this off with, I already talked about, which I no, I didn't talk about that, but I did relate this earlier to Travis Touchdown. We got some information. The big takeaway I think from this Nintendo Direct is the No More Heroes news. That we got some gameplay for No More Heroes 3, and this game looks gorgeous. It's really good. This trailer has me excited for this game, and more disappointed that the game got delayed. But you know what? It'll be worth it. It will be worth it. This game looks awesome, and it looks like, of course, like I said, this Travis is now, no longer necessarily an assassin per se. He still is, considering he's still going to be doing what he does best, which is kill people. But he's now defending the Earth from alien superheroes who have come to conquer it or to save it or whatever the story might be. I look forward to that. But in addition to that, a crispy brand new No More Heroes trailer for No More Heroes 3. No More Heroes 1 and No More Heroes 2 are, I won't say are getting, they did get ported to the Switch. They're available right now. The day of the Nintendo Direct, they were added to the Switch shop that evening. And you got like a 10% off if you bought them early. And that sale might still be in effect. I'm not sure. But the prices for those games are $20 when the sale ends. So cheap games here. Two very good games from what I've seen. Now, let me back that up a little bit and say that I've only played the first No More Heroes, but if the second one plays like the first, then I'm gonna love it too. But and I'm like at like rank 4, I think 4 or 5 in the No More Heroes for the Wii. I will definitely at some point buy this on the Switch and play it again, because I really do like this game. I just need to finish playing it on the Wii, because I do have a Wii U that I can play this game on. So, looking forward to seeing what these games look like on the Switch, and then comparing them when I eventually play them on for the channel again. And now, thankfully, with No More Heroes 2 on the Switch, I don't have to go track down a $125 used disc of the second one to play. So that's nice and handy. Because I've said this before, like if I buy, I'm not gonna like, I do use emulators for older games when I'm playing them on my channel, but that's only to play games that I already own legally anyway. Like, I've said this before, I own like 6 different legal ways to play Super Mario Bros. 3, but it's just easier than fooling with a lot of hardware to just run it on the emulator. So, that's how I play it. I could play it on my Wii U where I have bought the game. I bought the Mario Bros. 3 on my 3DS. I have an NES Mini. It's just a whole, like, I had the original NES with Super Mario Bros. 3 on it. I have a Super NES that still works, that I have Mario All-Stars on, that I can play Mario Bros. 3 on. So, I have all these different ways to play. It's just easier for me dealing with the hardware. But I'm not going to stream a game. I'm not going to emulate a game that I don't own in some way. So, now I can just buy No More Heroes 2 on the Switch, and then at some point buy No More Heroes 1 and play it again. So, this just needs to keep happening. Keep bringing games to the Switch. Please. And if anything, if there's anything really, really missing right now, is there needs to be more Nintendo 64 games coming to the Switch and GameCube games. I've seen the talks, like I keep saying this, we need an N64 catalog on Switch Online. Just like the NES and the Super NES. That needs to happen. Some of these GameCube games, like, you can go right now and buy HD versions of Twilight Princess and Wind Waker, the Zelda games, on the Wii U. Port those to the Switch. Now, I imagine that one of the reasons why we haven't seen that yet is maybe possibly there's a Zelda 35 anniversary collection coming, just like the Mario one, next year. I hope so. Because I want to see more of these older games to be brought up. Like, I don't want to see such big catalogs games like the whole thing with backwards compatibility and stuff like that you see that people have been arguing over on like the PS4 or the PS5. Like that, I like some people like, well, will certain games will be playable or not? Like, every game should be playable, first and foremost. This isn't just something for like Nintendo. These game companies should be able to find a way to make their older games still accessible on the newer consoles. Be that digitally, be that with some sort of online library like the Nintendo, like the NES online library and the Super NES libraries that Nintendo themselves put together. Or be it just digital purchases, an eShop. And I get that they can't always do that because licensing things expire and all that stuff, but they should find ways to work around that. As many games as possible should be able to be played on current gen for people who want to play those games. So, I don't know, man. I just want to see good games thrive, whether it's an old game or a new game. But anyway, show ran a little bit over. Not as bad as I thought it would. So that's going to be it for the day. Hope you enjoyed watching and listening to me rant. This is the holiday season. Anything can really happen. Who knows what's gonna get announced between now and then? But I think pretty much, aside of the Fortnite stuff, which is just like an ongoing story, I think the holidays, the big gaming stuff has been set. It's a new Xbox, new PlayStation, a bunch of Nintendo games. It was funny because everybody was saying like Nintendo has nothing for the holidays, and now you've got a whole lot of games. Like obviously they're hoping Age of Calamity will piggyback off of the popularity of Breath of the Wild, and will make a lot of money this holiday. I expect that they're probably counting on a lot of that Mario's 35th anniversary merch to move a lot within this the next month or two. So good stuff all around. And the recently released DLC, of course, for Smash Brothers, Minecraft Steve, Pokemon's the Crown Tundra DLC dropped recently. I heard Pikmin 3 Deluxe is not selling that well. It didn't really get a lot of promotion either, so there's that. But I don't know. Like, there's a lot to buy from Nintendo. So anyway, don't count Nintendo out yet. But yeah, that's all I got for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe. Go back and check out all my gameplay videos and all. And we will see you next time. Later.